It's Sunday, June 23rd. Here's part 2 of our amazing interview with the incomparable, amazing Food Network superstar, Jeff Mauro.
What is so hard about improv?
I think it's like people try to be funny so much at improv, in that if you go in being like, I'm going to be so funny in this scene, you can't. What you have to do is just learn to communicate. And it's like the fundamentals of improv are just so there's systems, there's different methodology and philosophies of improv, but it really comes down to being positive and communicating with whatever it is. And I just worked that muscle from very young, and I love it. Like, it's my greatest superpower, I think. It's not just making people laugh, but like being able to be quick off the cuff.
You improv on the kitchen every time. Your one-liners, if I miss it, or Jess, my wife, loves your shows too, like, she'll be like, did you hear what Jeff just said? And like, because you'll say it like under your breath or something, like, yeah, Katie, never want to do that with that
Thank you
shirt.
for that. That's great.
Dude, I'm dead serious. We will stop the show, Sean, and she'll be like, whoa, come in here. You got to hear what Jeff just said to Sonny. And he'll come in and you'll say it. And sometimes they're not even paying attention to you. No. We fall on the freaking ground laughing. I'm not kidding, dude. I'm dead serious.
I mean, a lot of them are kind of throwaways. And I think that's over the 10 years, almost 10 years we've been doing that show. It's like you learn a rhythm, right? It's give and take. It's waiting your turn. It's not hitting them so much with zingers. It's being sincere while being educational, while being warm, but also busting balls in, offhand comments. But you should hear the 50% of the stuff that doesn't make it on the air. I'm the most cut man on Food Network. That is a guarantee.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's great, dude. That's
like my whole life. I was a class clown. You know what I mean? And now I could say, honestly, I get paid a decent amount of money to be one, and that's what's beautiful about that scenario, that about the kitchen and having all, the dynamic there. There's a lot to work with.
Yeah. Talk about that a little bit, the kitchen, because there are so many good personalities on there. And how do you manage through the way, like, when to share, when not to share, who's going to be the star of this show?
I think we just gotten in such a great rhythm over we celebrate our 400th episode.
Wow.
Or was it 300th? 400. Was it 400? Thank you, Emily. It was both 400 episodes in like 9 years, not even 9, little over 9 years. It's a lot. I only missed one episode too, because I had to go shoot another show and the network pulled me out of it. But
there you go.
That's it. The network, the network needs you to leave. I'm like, okay, I got to listen to the network. Nobody can bust my balls. But it's fun. You get in a rhythm in there's every and I'm the first to say we'll all admit this. Nobody likes all of us. I mean, and I don't mind being that guy that you don't like but you still watch, because even if I'm obnoxious, which I can be, you're going to like 3 of the other ones. And you're going to really have great takeaway, good inspired recipes in good conversation. So people watching, like every reality based show, you can't watch these shows to make fun of them, but I get to sit there live and make fun of all my co-hosts.
Well, if you're doing 400 episodes, that means a lot of people are tuning in, and you guys are doing a lot of things right. I know, being on that show, I left with that experience saying, wow, there's some really good people there. And I know you're not doing 400 episodes without, loving what you do.
Yeah, we're all lucky, and we say it every run, and we spend, a week together now, and we do 2 episodes a day, and we're so grateful. It's not like nobody's not grateful for that show. Nobody thinks like, oh man, I don't need this. No, we all need it. We all want to do it forever. And with that as our foundation, I feel like we will do it forever, because that just instantly translates on camera.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. Speaking of doing it forever, you have an awesome podcast with your sister Emily, who's there right now, which is awesome. and you guys, it's been almost 2 years you've been doing that podcast, right?
Yeah, are we at 100 episodes yet, Em?
We're like 82.
82, almost 100, but we celebrate our 2-year anniversary. Emily comes from a TV background. She's been in production for many years. She's a trained audio video editor, all this stuff, and immensely creative. So at the start of COVID, like a lot of yahoos are like, we're going to do a podcast because we're going to be $187 million from Spotify. Sure, of course. So I'm gonna buy a $112 microphone from Amazon, and I'm gonna plug it in, and we're gonna do a podcast, and it's gonna be about, guess what? Nothing. So it started as like an idea, and we were doing it remotely during when we were like everybody's quarantined and all that bull crap. I was in my basement. She was in her studio apartment. And because she's not nearly as famous and affluent as I am, I'm an international star of television, Sean. So I have a basement. She's got a studio apartment. She just upgraded to a 2-bedroom in Lincoln Park.
Oh, yeah. Good job, Emily.
Roscoe Village. Sorry, Roscoe Village. I knew that 2-bedroom now. We're all proud of you here. So we started this, and it just like worked. And then I started writing songs for it. And in one song, an episode became 3 new songs an episode. And so I wrote 100 songs over the course of 2 years of this dumb pod. But we put so much effort into it, and we rarely had a guest on. We've had 3 guests that weren't our family. We made it just kind of a glimpse into my life. And, I'm not saying it's the most entertaining life, but I come from this big boisterous family, and everybody's got an opinion, and everybody had their own segments. And we talk about what we're eating, what we're watching, what we're cooking, what we're complaining about. And it's, I don't know. It's great, and people seem to dig it. So we keep doing it. And
you got some teaching moments in there. It's not, you're not just throwing gags. I've learned a lot from some of the stuff you're doing.
I mean, we just did an hour and 15-minute bird or so, all about birds.
Oh, yes,
that's awesome.
Yes.
We are having Jodie Sweetin on this. Today. She was one of my contestants on Worst Cooks in America, which just we had the finale 2 weeks ago, which was one of the shows I was just hosting with Ann Burrell, which was a gas. It was the 90s celebrity edition.
Great. It was so great. I won't say you won or lost, but
dude, that show is so good. What do you love about Worst Cooks in America?
I just think it's so quirky, and they own it, and they know it's funny, but they take the food very seriously, which is good for the viewer to not just sit there and be entertained, but also learn something. And these contestants, as we call them, recruits, really, really try very hard, and they want to win at the end.
Yeah.
And if I don't want to spoil too much, if nobody's watched there, you can watch it. You could probably binge it on Discovery Plus now. But it to me it was like they unleashed me. I mean, I'm wearing a superhero muscle bodysuit.
That show's perfect for you, dude. It's perfect for you. That's a great show for you.
But if you know Chef Ann Burrell, right? She's very she's quirky and wonderful and lovely, but she's serious. She's
the road rules guy, man. Woo!
Ooh, she will call you out if you hold your knife wrong, if you don't heat up your pan enough, if you make a stupid mistake, which it's called Worst Cooks. It's literally stupid steak after stupid mistake. She's rough, and I'm a little, but her personality and mine gelled so well because we're real friends in real life. We socialize outside of work. We talk all the time. I went to her wedding, all these things. So I was almost like a comfort animal for her. You know what I mean? Everything with the red vest, and she pet me, and I'd be calm her down, which I think was good because, you got to have that good cop, bad cop deal there. I think that's what makes it so entertaining.
So great. It's so great. Going back to your family at the Mauro Thanksgiving, who's cooking? What's going on? Who's watching football? Who's not cooking? Who's lazy? How's the dialogue?
Well, my wife Sarah and I are definitely cooking. This year we did Thanksgiving and Christmas Eve, 2 giant, the 2 biggest holidays we did, which are, if you look at a calendar, Sean, I know you have no room on that wall for a fucking calendar, but if you did, Hugger's got bleachers seats.
I don't.
And a giant leather couch. That thing is deep too. That's a deep couch.
It's like a 70s porn couch right here. Look at that thing. 6
people can make love on that at once. So so that's a month apart, Sean, an American month apart, right? Thanksgiving. And so we were maxed out, but we put a ton of effort into it. We love building these menus. Thanksgiving, right? We keep somewhat traditional. We always do a pasta and stuff. But in our house, everybody does, for the most part, pitch in, especially setting up. They'll come. Can we come early and help set up? Yeah, of course, whatever. Can't, people help, but, clear the table, do the dishes, all these things that, we're like we were raised with that. I see some of these kids, they don't have to do nothing. Like we had to bust the table and we were done. We had to clean the kitchen. We were done. And I always had to shit when we were done. So I was like, see ya. I got to go poo-poo in the potty. While everybody else is elbow deep in dawn. I'm like fucking on my third article in highlights from Maxim.
Oh my God, so good. It's unbelievable. There must be one of those in every family. My son Jake always had to take a shit every year. I'm like, where's Jake? Oh, he's taking a crap right after we have the 17 pounds of dishes piling up. Know, right? Jake's never around for any of it. It's unbelievable.
He's got a healthy GI tract system. It runs right through. That's good. It's not clogging up.
One time I said, Jake, you're going to have to just poop your pants. This is ridiculous. Like, I can't believe. I don't know if that's child abuse, but yeah.
Just crapping in your kitchen. Yeah. Right down the cargo pants.
That's unbelievable. Oh my God. Speaking of friends, dude, there's so much interest here, but Sebastian Maniscalco, I believe, wrote the foreword for your book. Am I have that right?
It's very true. Yeah.
Yeah. And dude, I just went and saw him a few months ago, and he, you were saying how 20 minutes doing stand-up, that's tough. If you nail 20 minutes, bam, as a stand-up, you're nailing it. I was crying laughing for an hour and a half. And I thought to myself, man, how does a guy like that do that? What do you like your relationship with him, but also like, why is he so good?
Well, it all started for us because he's a Chicago Italian American with a story to tell that resonates with my story. And there's not many of us, like the Hollywood in television and movies is filled with Italian Americans, but they're all East Coast, right? They're all, you're going to see the New Yorkers, the Brooklyn, the Bronx, the Staten Islands, even Phillies and stuff like that. Like, it's like primarily East Coast. So it's like when we get one that's from our city, it's like, oh my God, he talks like us. He got the bits. So I was like, this guy, I need to meet him. And so it was early on, and he was playing the Chicago theater, and I went backstage. I called in a couple favors, the Chicago way, and brought my siblings there and my wife, and we all got to chat with him backstage and became friends after that. And we'd talk, and he'd come to the city and we'd hook up, and I'd see him in the airport all the time. And we were both kind of, hustling hard at that time. He's probably on a PJ now. I'm pretty sure of it. So I'm still not there. I'm still sitting in 42B by the shitter.
Just in case the dishes are up there.
It's cleanup time. So, no, I'm kidding. I fly business class. Thank you very much. 70% of the time, Sean. So we made friends, and then I was writing this book, and it was, the title existed before the book, before the podcast. I just come on over. It was my agent's idea, because we're sitting there, and it's like it's like the phone call, right? If you look at the cover of the book, it's obviously still for sale. You see me with an old school analog phone with the curly cord, and it's at my ear. And I feel like it's a very powerful statement, right? Come on over, right? Once you say it, it's like, fuck it, we're doing it. You know what I mean? Like, we're in it. I don't care. And then the ants come over, and then and that just reminded me of one of Sebastian's bits where nobody wants anybody over.
Company,
oh my God. When the doorbell rings now, forget about it. Get the sword.
Right. So I wanted to harken back to the days where, and it was, I wrote the book during during the quarantine, and we shot all the photography the last week of life, right? Like that March, whatever. Like, my photographer was there. He's from New York. One of my other guys is from New York. My girl Lisa was there. We're all like hunkered down in this. I rented an Airbnb. We shot the whole book there for a week. Like every day it got worse and worse. Like no toilet paper, shutting down the school, street, no airports. 4th day was like everybody's dying. 5th day, there's a fireball. 6th day, it's like you're dying on Tuesday. It's like we're like trying to shoot this thing and come on over. You know what I mean? Like nobody's going anywhere. It was like we needed to do this book because we knew by the end of this we'd have this record of not only that time, this kind of yearbook, if you will. But people are, it might ebb and flow. People might get a little more, introverted at times as a society, but we always come back to that, man. We always need communal. Some people don't. Some people love their house and their couch and their smelly room with the wrappers and the towels, the dog toys and the papers and the boxes and then the bowls of ice cream. They're a little still sticky though, but you still see a couple chips on them. And if you pick it up, it's like the spoon sticks to it. So that's fine with me. But, I knew with this book that we had, when the book would be published, which is, takes a year and a half, sometimes 2 years to publish a book, we'd be out of the weeds and it would be a perfect time. So during that time, I called Sebastian. I was like, hey, man, do me a solid, write the forward to this. And he's like, of course, man. So, we're friends and I saw him this tour and I got to have dinner with him and his family and, he's a good guy, and it's a testament to this city, I think, and the people that make it the old-fashioned way, without. Listen, I won a reality show, but I built my skills in order to get it. It's a skills-based reality show. It wasn't, I wasn't sucking face in a hot tub in Jersey. Right. You know what I mean? Like legitimately
like Chinch.
Work stuff out, but you did it. I knew it.
That's how Chinch made his way to the top. Exactly. Sucking face in a hot tub in Jersey.
Hard way or the easy way. That's fun. But yeah, he's a good guy, and there's not a lot of there's, and this is the thing. This is why I live in the same neighborhood I grew up in, and that's why I'm raising my son in the same neighborhood I grew up in. I believe it's important from a father family stability standpoint, being around family, being getting good and bad that the family comes with, a big family, and the right. The amount of effort sometimes that takes, but also I don't have to go to LA and shoot a movie for 3-4 months. I don't have to go to New York and shoot Monday through Friday every single week. Like when I go shoot, I travel most of the time once a week somewhere for a couple of days. Sometimes I'm gone for 3 weeks, but I can do it all and still maintain my home here and my home base because it's an easy flight out east. But the travel, the anxiety of all that, the hardships, do not outweigh the benefits of being in my neighborhood.
But by the way, speaking of that, we saw your son Lorenzo doing some bunny hops on his bike the other day, and he ate it. Is he okay?
He's a dickhead.
I never hear you say that when he's on the Food Network show.
I was like, first of all, I knew he was fine. I saw his elbow. I go before on the picture. I was like, this kid is just going to be in pain. He was fine about it. And I'm sorry, I'm not a dickhead. But we've all been 13-year-old boys doing bunny hops in the rain.
Yes.
Well, what pissed me off the most was that he had his helmet, and his helmet was on because it was wet because it was raining. When his bike was locked up at school, he didn't put the helmet on. Oh. The helmet was hanging off the handlebars, which probably had something to do with him tripping up anyway, which is ironic. You know what? It's like, I didn't wear a helmet. I'm sure, none of you guys wore. I mean, listen, I'm not saying we were cool back then. We didn't need helmets, but people are assholes now. Everybody's looking at their phones. Nobody's paying attention. Tenfold, probably. I don't know if that's a scientific stat, but I wanted to kill him. And that was the first time. I mean, my son broke his femur, shattered his femur 3 years ago, not doing anything athletic, mind you. He was running the mile in gym class. I'm not even lying. It was the first week of school, the first time they ran the mile. I'm like, I would try to get out of the mile. This kid actually broke his leg to get out of the mile. He had the Mauro genetics. We got a call, and he's like, the school was like, oh my God, we think your son broke his leg. You got to get here. We get there. It's ambulances. It's boom. You could see one, it wasn't a compound, but you could see where the bone was about to protrude, was about to break the skin in 2 different places on his femur. So the thing was like 2 bones going X two different ways, screaming in pain, like horrible. And then we're like, what did he fall up? Was he climbing the like nothing? It just shattered spontaneously. So now we're like taking him, and now we're like, as parents, freaking out. He's got bone cancer. He's got
osteoporosis,
everything, right? And you hear these horror stories, and this is how it starts. And it's like they don't know until they cut him open and do a biopsy. So I mean, it's like 2 days of hell. He was, screaming in pain while they were trying to just mobilize his leg, in the ER. It was horrible. He scraped his elbow. I'm done. I gave all my credits to the broken femur, the thinking he's got, leg cancer for 48 hours. I've got nothing left. That's why I had one kid. I'm done. I've got nothing. So when I hear he hurt his elbow and we got to take him to the ER, I'm like, fuck, what about dinner?
What about rub some dirt on it? Rub some dirt on it. It'll be fine.
So nasty though. It looked like a zombie bite. It was like they had tendrils hanging off it, like muscle. And he was never crying. He was like a little shaken up. His whole body was scraped. But you know what? Like, listen, I guess I'm ashamed of myself as a father for having that reaction. I was like, dude. What's the matter with you? You know what I mean? I go, it's the last week of school. We're going on vacation a week from Saturday, and you're doing bunny hops like you're auditioning for the fucking X Games, Mr. Hawk. You can't even throw a baseball, bro. Like, when did you become an extreme athlete? 720.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, I'm just glad he's okay. We're all glad he's okay.
He had the sling on. He's like, Dad, can I borrow your sunglasses to take him to school? I look cool. He threw the shades on and he went.
Oh my God.
He did.
Great.
I can't, man. It's too much.
Oh my God. So great. So, dude, one of your newest ventures, which I want to talk about, is Mauro Provisions, which I think I want you to kind of get into it for us, but it's like a one-stop shop, all the best meats in the country you can get, and you're going to deliver it to us, right? Sliders, sausages, hot dogs, all that stuff, right?
We'll celebrate. We're almost 2 years into our anniversary.
Wow.
We are we have a bunch of retail locations, wholesale locations, but what it is, it's all the food I grew up eating, all my favorite sandwiches, done way better than anybody else has done it, from the meat to the bun to the cheese sauce to the rubs, delivered right to your door in 2 days. And
wow.
Emily does all our social media and content creation and all that. I have a partner, and that's it. I'm like at the office every day. It's my name. It's my baby. I have no investors. Work it day to day. We grew from the basement to a one office to a packing facility. And our big hitter is the Chicago style giardiniera, which is not known in a lot of cities.
I was trying to teach Sean how to say that word before we came on today.
I know. I wish I was wearing my giardiniera shirt. I'm going to send you some stuff. I'm going to send you guys both stuff, but just because we phonetically spell it on our shirts, our Mauro Provisions, Jardin-Air.
I love it.
For simpletons like Dum Casey's.
Dude, I was like, I got a chance to go, and I was going to say, I'm like, and Gardinarias.
It's with my platform, it's my goal to kind of educate. Yes. It's a really great pepper product, packed in oil. It's fermented. It's pickled. It's like we put it on everything in Chicago: pasta, eggs, sandwiches, salads, everything. So I'm just trying to use my, national, exposure to show the world how great of a food product this is, and low calorie and just like awesome, and like punches up everything. So it started with that, and we got 4 different kinds. Then we got the meats, and we got the Italian beef kits, and we just came out with our a sandwich slider kit, which has the Hawaiian buns, which has our Taylor Street cheese sauce, which is like the funkiest, creamiest cheese sauce you can ever imagine. You got the petite fillets that it comes with our black powder rub that you can just sprinkle that black powder rub, give it a little pan sear or a little quick sear, boom, boom, boom. My 75-25 Jeff Blends burgers, which is, you can't normally, Chuck, 80-20. I go 5% more fat, 75-20.
Yes.
You drink the burger with the straw. It's so juicy.
Yes.
Oh my God.
You get everything you need in there. And I don't know. I just love coming up with these ideas of like, it all starts with, what do I eat? What I grow up eating? What do I want to eat? And as long as I start there, it's got my name on it. This is, it's something I care extreme. It's not just me putting my name on a product and selling it. It's so much more than that. I'm so proud of it. And our customer response over the last couple of years has just been amazing, because we're keeping it organic. We're keeping it small and controllable, so we can really focus on quality and consistency.
Dude, where can our listeners and Chinch and I, where can we go order that stuff?
Chinch, I got you.
Yes.
I got you. Yes.
What I'm going to do is mail you a hard 5% off certificate. Listen, but in order to activate it, there's a little silver thing. You got to scrape it with a coin. And if you line up 6 little jars of Jardinera, you win. There's one in 10,000. You win the 5% off. I don't think you win the Jardinera. I'm made of money here, but you can go to mauroprovisions.com. That's MAURO provisions.com, or check out my IG page. But yeah, man, I'm hustling. I do a lot. I get sick of my the shtick a lot, but everything I do, and this is over 2 decades of engineering it, I really do love. There's certain things that come with the territory that it's just like a chore sometimes, but man, for the most part, everything I get to create something every day. And that's what I tell my boy. It's like, be nice to people, be kind, move your body, exercise, but also try to create something every day. It really does activate a part of your brain that you don't tap into.
Yeah,
automatically,
awesome, Yeah, that's awesome. That is so awesome. Well, we've created something to end our show. We call it 9 and 90. Chinch throws out 9 questions. I'll answer it with really quick hitters, and I'll go first, and then you come second.
Okay.
There we go. All right, beautiful. All right. Ready?
Jeff, was that you?
No, it's Jeff. Yeah, that was me.
I didn't know if you can.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Line it up.
Do you use those on your podcast ever? I never. I don't. I got this one. You hear that? We haven't.
Every time Emily opens her mouth, I hit her with this.
That's good. We haven't really dove into ours yet. I got this.
I was just complimenting you the whole time. Because the mic, you get to talking to the mic.
Oh, that's all right. Tell Emily I got her back. Casey beats up on me too. We're the production people. Yeah. All right, here we go. Sean, you ready for the first one?
Yeah.
Hall of Fame baseball broadcaster Marty Brenneman here. It's time for 9 in 90, the most ridiculous segment in all of sports.
Oh, this is tough off the bat. 6-foot hero at like a garden party, okay? We're going to do it 4 ways, broken into 4s. We got the Italian combo, American. We got a chicken cutlet. We'll do a veggie. Or we can do it a caprese. You can only take 1 sandwich, Sean. Which one do you take?
I want the chicken cutlet. Like if it's done really well, right? With a little Parmesan on top. Yeah. Am I doing this right? You guys are Italians. I sound Irish right now. With a little sauce on there, you know what I mean?
I don't know if they put sauce on a 6-foot hero. It's going to screw up the bread. Yeah, there you go. What do you got, Jeff?
I got that caprese with the fresh mozzarella, fresh basil, tomato, maybe some sun-dried tomato, a little oil, vinegar, maybe a little balsamic reduction. Yeah. To me, that's like a great starter. I mean, I'm going to work through the other 3 feet of that.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'll start with that as the appetizer.
I like that. One thing I I hate that I do, but I'll do it. If you get somebody leaves that American out, and you kind of see that American cheese kind of turning weird. That's the best time to eat it. As far as
if the overhang of the American cheese fuses with the bottom slice of bread. Like, do I go in? Has it been 4? How many hours has it been?
Exactly. Just figure it out. See what happens in a couple hours. Okay, next one.
First to go. Once people get a little tuned up and then go in their second round. And like, oh my god, they eat it from the corner.
Oh, right.
Like, they start there.
Exactly. All right, Sean. Other than hitting a baseball, and Jeff, other than all of the stuff that you do, can you give us a hidden talent that most people don't know about you, Sean?
A hidden talent?
Yeah.
You know what? I too like to cook every once in a while. Not like Jeff does, but my hidden talents, I could go all week and cook you up something real nice every night.
There you go.
Love that. Pommel horse. I do it every Tuesdays and Thursdays with the boys, and you get in a room, we rosin up, and we just fucking we move away.
How's it going?
Pommel horse.
Yes, that is improv right there. Pommel horse. The word is the key. All right, great. Sean, other than Mauro, pick your favorite Jeff out of these. Bezos, Jeff Daniels, Jeff Goldblum, or Jeff Foxworthy?
Is Jeff Daniels the guy in Dumb and Dumber?
Yes, he is. And
I like Jeff Daniels. I thought he brought it in Dumb and Dumber. I like it.
What do you got?
I would do. There's Jeff Daniels. Jeff, who are the Jeff Bezos?
Jeff Foxworthy.
Jeff Fox. And was the fourth one?
Goldblum.
Oh, definitely Jeff Daniels for sure. Best shitting scene of in all of history.
Yes.
Not
So
to
good.
poach on your Dumb and Dumber reference. But he's just, very prolific and
Beautiful.
He's been able to do every facet of acting. But man, when he takes that milky,
Just shaving. Yeah.
It's amazing. Amazing too. Great job.
All right, I'm almost halfway there. Case, you can only listen to music from one decade for the rest of your life, starting with the 1950s up till today. Here we go. What do you got? You're going 90s.
I'm gonna have to go with. Listen, this is what I'm gonna have to go with the 80s because in the 80s I get the late 70s. They kind of like meshed in there. You still got a little Journey. You got Led Zeppelin. You still got Lynyrd Skynyrd. And then in the 80s you had like some really good stuff going on too. So and then I love the hair bands at the end. Little Motley Crue, Poison started coming 89. So I don't know, the 80s.
Wow. I'm going to have to say the 70s.
Yeah.
You have, peak Beatles, Stones, the band was great blues plus Hendrix. In his later years,
You're right.
Cream, all that stuff. I know. And then
You're right. You're
some of
right.
my favorite
You're right.
years
I like
for the
that.
Grateful Dead were in the late, 77 era.
Yeah.
I don't, there's so much. It's crazy.
There's so much.
I mean, this is like the kids today don't have.
Oh, you can throw this decade out. I'm not even including it.
Bloody
Fucking shit they're listening to. Damn it. Sorry. Okay. What's a worse pain? Oh, this is a good one, and this kind of goes back to the fear I had watching The Worst Cooks. What's a worse pain, Sean? Catching a knuckle on a cheese grater or checking a finger on a mandolin? Are you familiar with a mandolin, Sean? The thing that you slice that onion.
Well, listen, it doesn't matter if I'm familiar with a mandolin at all. I've caught my finger on that cheese grater, and that is not. Like, it still makes me cringe right now to think about slicing my finger like I did on the cheese grater.
But 100% agree with Sean in this case. The mandolin is usually a sharper, cleaner cut. That knuckle scrape.
Oh my god!
Who's recently brought their cheese grater to like the yay old sharpener to get cleaned up?
Right.
Like thing's been on there. It's like collecting rust. You throw it in the wash. It sits there on the cabinet. It's not tip top. So it's going to be a really draggy, blunt almost. Right. It's easier to. Like, you want a sharp knife to cut you. A dull knife cuts you. It's jagged. It's way more painful. And that's like the most unsharp knife.
All right, a few more quick ones. All right, Sean. Franchise sauce, marsala sauce, or saltimbocca sauce? Saltimbocca.
I like marsala. I'm a marsala guy.
I like marsala.
I would do the marsala as well. I love the fortified wine flavor. I love the ton of mushrooms when it's good. It's unbelievable. Nothing beats homemade. We made it, I don't know, maybe a month ago, and it was like just the right amount of butter and right amount of wine and perfectly like caramelized, robust cremini mushrooms. Like, there's nothing when you dip it in the egg and you do a little pan fry. It's so good. That's all you need. But I want to combine them all. Do like a francese, like a parmigiana marsala, like all in one. Which is
idea.
it's got all it is just like got peas in it. I mean, it's like every chicken dish is like the same. At the end of the day, it's like this one's got sausage, this one's got peas, this one's got a lemon wedge. Some poor guy in the back. I mean, like, I am not even like that again.
All right, two more quick ones here, Star. You can only eat this type of pizza, or one type of pizza the rest of your life. Chicago, call it deep dish, I guess. Napolitan, Sicilian, or grandma?
I mean, I don't know, man. I like all pizza. I don't. That's not okay. I'm gonna crush all those, and I'll just punch you right in the face so you don't ask me that question. I eat all the pizza.
Wow, Sean's the boss. I'm such a bitch.
No
I got one. There we go. Tail between my legs. I would say Chicago thin crust pepperoni.
Thin crust pepperoni.
Not the thick crust, because whenever we go to Chicago, like, hey, go to Gino's East and get the sauce on top.
It's good once in a while, but weekly we eat our thin crust cut into squares. Great amount of good cheese, good grande, mozzarella, good sausage, good pepperoni, great crust, robust, crispy, thin. Forget it. It's my favorite.
Dude, how do you stay so lean? Seriously, I'm not kidding when I ask that question. How do you stay so lean?
I work out a lot, and I don't even have a joke for you. I work 6 days a week. We walk the dogs twice a day, and I get after on the weekends. I don't drink during the week. I love my pizza on Fridays, Saturdays. We go out. I always carve room for my indulgence.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of propels me through a cleaner week where I'm eating, a lot of lean meat, vegetables and stuff like that. I stop eating at 5:30. I don't eat sometimes till next dinner. I'll intermittent fast a lot.
Do fasting, yeah.
I do that.
Awesome.
I've been doing that for almost 8 years. So
it's working.
Worked well for me. Yeah. But
it's working, man.
I box and I run and I play tennis and I lift and I do everything. So
that's how you. What Jeff's doing is how you can eat well, but still dominate life and be healthy.
It's a great line. Treat your body like a temple 5 days a week and like a carnival on the other two.
There you go. Shove it up. Yeah.
All right, last one, real quick. This is a scary one. Would you rather have someone see all the photos in your phone or have someone read all of your text messages in your phone, Sean? And then I'll let you all go.
I'd rather have somebody probably read, see the photos in my phone because I don't have any crazy photos, but some of the text messages I send my buddies are probably very inappropriate.
Yeah, I agree, Sean. I'm right there. I'm changing my password on my phone. It's like sneakers. I'm like downloading now. I'm hacking into mainframe. Goddamn.
Oh my gosh, Jeff,
I've
man.
got zero funny photo. Like I don't even take off my shirt in front of my wife to take a shower. There's no DPs going around. Got nothing.
Oh my gosh, dude, Jeff, this has been so great, man. This has been one of our best episodes ever. You have been so funny and so generous with your time, brother. And we will be tuning in all the time for you. We're gonna go. You don't even have to send us moral provisions. We're
please send us. Yeah, we'll buy them. But everybody, you can send them too.
We will make it happen. We're so grateful for that. But dude, we're very grateful for your time, man, and just really, really appreciate it, man. What a great show.
Thank you guys for the opportunity. It's great to be in the office and. Anytime. You guys need a last minute sub, give me a call.
We're going to take you up on that, brother. Thank you. Tell Emily,
so much.
Thanks a lot and good luck with the podcast.
Yeah.
Next one.
Shut up, Emily.
That's what Sean's going to say to me when you hang up.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Jeff.
All right, Jeff. Thank you, man. Thank you, brother. All right, man.
How great, man. I'm so excited.
Oh, my gosh. That was awesome.
Man.
That was awesome. What a great guy, dude. I mean, like a creative genius, bro. Like how funny he is, how talented he is with the food. I love how he said he got a shtick going, he got a demo going. So talented with the food, but so funny as a stand-up, and like almost like a genius. Amazing how he's put it all together, dude.
Yeah, I love the line where he said he was like, I just didn't like doing the comedy. I liked cooking, but I liked comedy, and he found, like I said, if you're a 10-year-old to 15-year-old kid right now, it wouldn't be bad to try to be like Jeff Mauro when you grow up and try to have a job like him because, like you said, he's like a jack of all trades and a master of some trades.
Exactly,
and he's funny as shit. Oh my god,
gosh!
Couldn't stop laughing the whole time.
Amazing. Amazing. Dude, like I have a minor migraine right now. Migraine. My temples hurt from laughing so hard.
Oh my god. I'm the envy of like my whole family right now. I told you before this. Dude, we watch like everything this dude does. I watch. Me and Jess watch, and we laugh. The thing I said about where he does these little one-liners on the kitchen show, and it'll be like, Jeffrey Zakarian's like one of the biggest Iron Chefs in the history of the world, and he'll just take a shot at him. Of course, they're good friends, but like everything he says on any one of those shows is funny. If you're not paying attention, you'll be like, wait a minute, what did Jeff say? He's so funny, so great.
So, dude, I remember when I was on the kitchen with them, like he and I kind of struck up a little, friendship. Like he was so nice to me and so kind, and like when you go on those shows, you're out of your element, dude. I'm a baseball player. I don't know anything about Food Network and all that stuff. I'm like. There's nothing. He was so kind, and it was just such a cool show. So awesome, dude. Awesome show, man. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, we're lucky to have this, man. We never get to really meet a lot of people like that, and to meet him through this show. Thank you to our fans for listening, because obviously, if you guys weren't listening, we wouldn't get somebody as big as Jeff Mauro on our show,
Exactly,
right?
man. Exactly. So that was a ton of fun. So keep listening to us, guys. We appreciate it. It's working. We're moving the needle a little bit, but we need more. We need the needle to move a little bit more. So do us a favor, download us, like us, and subscribe to us, and send some 5-star reviews.
Yeah, I was saying, like, send help, send money, and send 5-star reviews.
I was going to say that. I went freaking dark on myself. I'm
That's
like,
right. We've had a busy day today. We've had a busy day. Awesome, bro.
All right,
I love
cheers,
you.
man. Love you, brother.
All right,
I'll see you
dude.
soon, man.
See you.
Yep. Cheers. Stay grateful, man. See you.